Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the news. First, let us take a look at the headlines. Opposition leaders Dr. Mukul Sangma calls Senate TMC to Congress move wrong, says people come first. NPP downplays TMC to Congress shift. Garo Hills prospects unshaken, says Marquis Marak. JJM dues delay linked to reconciliation. Geotagging, Meghalaya seeks centres released before Christmas. Megong International Literary Festival begins in Tura, celebrates Achik culture. And India marks Navy Day with grand demo in Kerala. President Draupadi Murmu hails maritime might. The news in detail, and first the local news. Opposition leader Dr. Mukul Sangma termed his younger brother's Zenit Sangma recent move from TMC to Congress as aspirational but wrong, emphasizing that family ties remain intact and the people's interest comes first. He asserted that TMC will field candidates in all 29 GHADC seats, hinting at alliances with like-minded parties. Meanwhile, Sangma also predicted that 2028 will see a conglomeration of political forces in Meghalaya while maintaining his party's stance against national parties undermining federal structures.
Share my thoughts from a family perspective. Family remains family because whether he goes to Congress or to anywhere, he remains my brother. Once I have decided to be in public life, I do not remain monopoly of my family members alone. I began. TMC will be having candidates in the GHADC, and those who want to fight from as TMC candidates, they will be invited to apply for the nomination. It may be so that in all the 29 constituencies, we may have to look at some other like-minded parties who share the same intent of rebuilding GHADC, restoration of its pride and glory in the true earnest. The constitutional structure which has given us this robust system of your governance with the true spirit of the federal system that is enshrined in our constitution, if political parties don't give a damn to these, then who is going to actually speak out? I have spoken out about this only for the first time in my life today.
The National People's Party says the recent shift of leaders from the TMC to the Congress will not impact its prospects in Garo Hills. NPP Working President and Cabinet Minister Marquis Marak said the party does not view the development as a threat and maintained that the real picture will emerge during elections. Meanwhile, the NPP has closed applications for candidates for the upcoming GHADC elections and will begin scrutiny shortly. He said several constituencies have seen heavy interest with up to 7 aspirants in one seat. The party plans to contest all constituencies.
Well, you must have heard about their performances last time also. We had defeated Zenit Sangma's wife in Gambegri by-election also. Therefore, of course, there are challenges. We consider that. But then I would not say that it's a challenge. But then we'll come and see. We'll see in the elections. But definitely, that should not be a problem for us. With regard to GHADC elections in Garo Hills, we have not finalized the candidate as of now. We have closed the receiving of applications for party sponsorship or party tickets. So we'll be examining shortly, very shortly, we'll be having a election committee meeting, and thereafter we will decide the next course of action. In most of the constituencies, highest 7 candidates are there, 6 candidates are there, 4 candidates, 3 candidates. Minimum is 2. Definitely, we will go for all the constituencies.
PHE Minister Marquis Marak said delays in clearing 700 crore JJM dues to contractors are due to the centre's extension of the mission to 2028, a months-long reconciliation of excess spending and mandatory geo-tagging of projects. He said Meghalaya must first utilize over 700 crore in state share already received, adding no state has got fresh central releases. The government is urging the centre to release funds before Christmas. CM Conrad K. Sangma has submitted a memorandum and may seek the Prime Minister's intervention if funds are not released soon.
Once the JJM has been extended to 2028, have directed all the states to reconcile the exceeded expenditures, which was a massive exercise done by the PHE department. I think 3-4 months they have done the reconciliation of the exceeded expenditures, which has been incurred on almost all the projects. This is one. Number 2 is another again, which is again the geotagging of all the projects. So this is being done on the direction of the Government of India, and Government of India has also put a condition that whoever the states have received the state fund, state share of the JJM, which we have already met a state share of JJM. We have received from the government of Meghalaya the state share of more than 700 crores, which is pending for the payment.
Umroi MLA Damanbait Lamare, along with PWD officials today, inspected the newly constructed Umyam Bridge, confirming that only black topping and approach road work remain. Lamare praised the contractor for the speedy execution of the project, especially considering the urgent need for the bridge to be completed. The 23 crore rupees project, completed in 7 months, will ease traffic for heavy vehicles and enhance operations at Maoyong ISBT.
Kaman longga papuso tenat kapala pelong satisfy yang mapilai ya khmat lajong borok gini sahab kini opsal ramne longba kakam long kaya sasa ngaklam perkhar longba tangkat tukat ni benai ba dunia ban I kani kajingking kala long kat ni kajing ada biaya ada terima ya kajingking yang mau jingking yang dengan ong longba kumalapet ada biar karena ba di mamam ta sipang longba sa stang ke finishing ban pendebi gini giriling kumbapi choden gini giriling ban pendep ban ai karong bat kita kutia kijing terima ban pendep ban liang na tapat tapi ni pa ba inu suro ban posa do sate sapo highway ban Silong chaban pagut jingking dam ba satero satang kandir konsert kinang sa kikam civil work kikam cement kikam ya satang kandir konsert but naganikal yang ban mi support umyam support nong sudar umyam saneta kala long pagdep sa satang ka black topic.
The third edition of the Megong International Literary Festival began at DC Park Tura yesterday, celebrating Achik culture and contemporary literature. The event was organized by the Department of Garo, Nehu Tura Campus, Achik Literature Society, Captain Williamson Sangma State University and Don Bosco College. MLA Sanjay A. Sangma urged writers to preserve identity through literature and expand publications. The Achik Literature Society honored Dr. Tithu Cheran Momin for securing ISBNS for Achik Garo works, while several contributors and new books were also recognized.
One gallery sumay 100 grams na chini jati ganding cindung cing ganja gandiri ja mangal keparasan ganaya Christmas na jat cing tangka pesa butne bara cholarang kalda an cini jatni dak biwal mamang kubang cing ganding cindung kubang cing is nang jar pingrang buas picho anga aga na cing pingrang munderang na public rang na longin organizer rang pisyo nga nang ni akan panamaha ya speech nang ni akan panamaha makang cida cing degen diriang na aro ang gunu ang speech agana chum school rangu ba cing na digi wangala rangko culture dance rangko security namachum dapat cing school.
Reports of Assam planning a police outpost at the disputed Lapangap area have sparked tensions along the Meghalaya-Assam border. Speaking to the media, KNUM Working President Thomas Pasa called the move unacceptable and provocative and urged the government to protest and involve the Union Home Ministry. He warned that unilateral action could escalate border disputes and stressed the need for a clear political resolution to prevent recurring flashpoints.
Nakaliang juga KNUM, bat nakaliang juga HPDRF. Ipan pau ba nakaliang juga ni persat jur palat ya kan dengan jingmu jongka sokar Assam banwanra ya kan police outpost. Balada ka sorkar Meghalaya kam khangla. Lada ka sorkar Meghalaya ka aila ni song thu sai kedaruha. Lada ki ne ki pulit jongka Assam kindan hau tu ulum hau pala pangam. Ki pait ba ki jongi ki pardo ki persnam ki jongi ki ba syong masa ki ba ngrep sakit tu jaka kandan ka jirma ka bakhraw ha ya ki pajba ki jongi ngi bana kalian jong ka Meghalaya haba ke kiwan kini ki jing huri hura ki jing saban ben kiwan ra ya ka temporary outpost ka wai ba ki bu pada sa do sa po snong jong lapangam kimnot ban net bu ha untuk aku lengka bat ngi solongo ba ne ba ka Meghalaya ta kai lati ba kinwan ha do untuk ka lengka Ot ko ba, how to ulo mo tiyak wala mga. Nakataka na kalian no jongi persyajur dia kani.
Sutanga Saipung MLA Santa Mary Shilla yesterday inaugurated an agricultural storage unit community hall at Mupala village in East Giant Hills under the DMF scheme for 2024-25 in the presence of Deputy Commissioner Shivansh Awasthi. Addressing the gathering, the MLA thanked the district administration for allocating DMF funds and said community halls play a key role in village events and school functions. Shilla also announced 5 lakh more for flooring from SRWP and urged villagers to maintain the facility, calling women the backbone of the community.
Hawaro hi kichnong emkam hi kahol Dopen emkam habon jatpa. Iki Europe gidagan ni DMF fan le. To kahol ka wi to penlango iki pajba pen emlango iki kini program emkam ki. Yang ko chnong, yang ko school, yang ko fed bon jatpa di kam chnong. Ni te daw ile encourage iki chnong o per yo pen yo igagan ni community hall iki. Nite daw the bon ba ki chnong la daw yu pi step mulwi daw yo gi gini committee hall namun ta ya kini ki beautify ya gani ka committee hall yang pi tanga kam MLA yang pi ta kwa ong pi wa yo pen ba ya gani ka madan yo AP sanlak tangka na ka SRWP.
Village bodies in Maukarwat seized and destroyed large quantities of illegal liquor after joint raids in October and November. Over 2,000 bottles of IMFL and 500 litres of illicit liquor were recovered from vehicles and abandoned houses at Maukarwat market. The seized stock was poured out at Jakar Maukarwat in the presence of police, village leaders and representatives of local organizations. The group warned of strict action against illegal sale to curb social evils like alcohol and drugs.
Filayo kumno ka jing jilay ka jing kerni jong ni ka jing de kiat ka jing yadi. Tapi mkwa bakan ni ka jing snail bakan por sigiwe gilong yin. Fi kwa hiba kano ka jing snail bakan kut no. Kamdehi ka pasok. Kumbaong i presiden mo mene i lakat no sina mentai na i trace tom ya kani mi besik man fe yang denti bet step na men met khamtam le men met te ngidon kam hi ba kani ka jing ya tray lang ngidon lang bet masu thu hino do pengawan hang ni kum SP ban de bang im ya tray lang im la hi ban ya yo ya ka jing job Dia kani kamar bengi I mentasi gede kejing sakhi. Dia kejing trilang jungi. Kejing don lang. Tinga ngi kwa ai banang ni sekmat ngasu thu hi fidon kam hi. Dia ka jing yarap bagi polis ro. Ngakular be ya kata bang kalian ke polis ngin don lang be dia kata.
Epatha Society observed the International Day of Persons with Disabilities 2025 at Mupala Village Community Hall in East Giant Hills under the theme Fostering Disability Inclusive Societies for Advancing Social Progress. With DMF support, assistive devices including a mobility vehicle, wheelchairs, crutches and blankets were given to 78 beneficiaries from 8 villages. MLA Santa Mary Shilla assured continued support and announced financial assistance, stressing that persons with disabilities are equal members of society and must be encouraged to study, work and live with dignity.
Benefactors wa emlang wa Epatha Society yo yi kapchan yo yi pun he chuchu ya gani society kanao pastor wa emkam ga integrity farming chna ga training center mo tangala kamu ka MLA yung gani ga than chini siya po exchange hills yung sutunga sa ikong wa panay pi wa ngau disi daya kalami yo ki sanlak tungka nang tao stang ga kadika integrity farming the training center yung ki the daliang ngale kam ka donation yo yarap ya kini ki puyu para yung AIP chi lelak tungka yo yu ko chan chuchu kam ha yo penhe pensan yo yu pat yo pun ku chuchu.
Nongpo MLA Meryl Bond's aim, along with PWD officials, inspected the ongoing black-topping work on the Nongpo-Umden Road, a crucial route serving over 100 villages in Ribhoi district. Speaking to the media, SAIM expressed satisfaction at the progress and hoped the work will be completed before Christmas. He added that once completed, the road will finally ease the long-standing difficulties faced by commuters by providing a durable and reliable route.
Mentai ka physical progress dan negerinya juga kam akan berdiri pada artwork terlalu 100% artwork mobility so itu penting terlalu 6% akan berdiri pada home pipe jika bukan ya sedang penlai dan tenggelam ini terlalu 6% akan berdiri pada siang yang uli umau atau tip untuk WMM. Ini kalau new kusan persen, jadinya kerekam jadi siang yang mau kena harap kita. But HKBD but kede gejing siang ya kerong ya kepala sedang di mentah. Kalau tip kemudian ke BM kalau ya bar kusan persen ni jadinya kerekam. But bagi kimi lenti ba kinla ban pendep kloi kat kepala kat tu gejing pet ni hidup mentah gejing ya juga kam kolong ke biang batu step.
Opposition leader Dr. Mukul Sangma stressed that HIV is increasingly becoming endemic in Meghalaya with regular cases entering the state and migrant youth at risk. He urged the need for a strong mechanism to address the situation, stressing coordinated action with neighboring states and nationwide efforts to control the surge and reverse migration-related vulnerabilities.
This is a disease which is entering the state on a regular basis. You understand when I say entering. So therefore, a mechanism to deal with that kind of situation has become very important, and most of our victims, they do become victims because they let their guard down. Now, they let their guard down, and then often the ecosystem, the social dynamics across the country. Today, one serious issue which we must take cognizance of is the compulsion of the youth to migrate outside the state. This is one of the factors. They migrate and some of them becomes unfortunate victims also.
The District Legal Services Authority, East Khasi Hills, in collaboration with MSLSA, commemorated the International Day of Persons with Disabilities at Jyoti Srot School, Layumkra. Legal Aid Council Shulai highlighted low school access for PWDs and urged early medical intervention while emphasizing constitutional protections against discrimination.
Means kajinduna jong kachaka I suma. If beforehand, if you come to know that the child or member of the family is mentally unstable or mentally disabled, go seek the medical. Go to the doctor, seek medical attention. Then what will happen? The doctor will treat that person in time, and maybe by God's grace, the child or the family members will be recovered fully, and at his later stage, at her later stage, she may walk just as a normal person.
The Raj Milayam today conducted its annual Yodo ritual at the sacred Hima site in Yodo. The ceremony, held once every year, featured the customary sacrificial offerings believed to bring prosperity and safeguard the markets under Hima Milayam. Speaking at the event, Mintri Nongklau, Daming Nongklau, expressed concern over lack of coordination among the Kharkongor, Sotun and Kurkalang clans, noting it affects the continuity of customary rituals.
Kanaya kadai kakot kadai keslah kebanang keslah dibanang ya keslah sisian mengilayo ban sedang kemdai ban do lo tang sistem ko kedai ban pungkut tinggi don kata kecinya phe jemut dai benta ya kapoi ken hatu benda sim ya karai ha ka au phosau tuli mensa lu benai khamai ban don keci susu jemut no na kaliang congki batumi ban yo ban pendap penya kanaka le nem sau tuli menta benai aja khat aja we dei bet ko to ba belang abang yapan ni akran ni pentip sakaboblay kaboblay kasngau kasngap blay ko do kacinyapan ban ublang lu bidai bu utol ukhu ju suba ubiang ubi umdon kat dak kesin umdon kayu bidai bu kata kali esensial lebih sial ukhu ju suba bat esensial ka bisial lu kan ya baik kan ya nanti no.
Eastern West Khasi Hills District Magistrate A. Kharpur has issued a prohibitory order under Section 163 of the BNSS 2023 against unscientific sand and stone mining along the Kinshi River and NH 44E. The order bans riverbed mining, sand washing near river banks and unsafe stockpiling along the highway, citing environmental hazards and public safety risks. Moving on to the regional news. Union Minister for Donor Jyotiraditya Scindia arrived in Nagaland today, calling the state a symbol of diversity and immense potential. He said the Prime Minister remains committed to the Northeast growth under the Act East, Act Fast and Act First policy, with over 1 lakh crore rupees annually in budgetary support. During his visit, Scindia will attend Hornbill Festival events, including the stone pulling ceremony at Tupema village, and inaugurate and lay foundation stones for several projects.
It is my honor to be here for the Hornbill Festival, a festival that is a testament to the great potential, history, culture of our state in Nagaland. The Prime Minister of India is very, very firm in his resolve of all-round development, all-round progress for the Northeast. The Act East, Act Fast and Act First policy has paid very rich dividends in the region's progress. 10% of gross budgetary support outlay going to over a lakh of crores per annum, and multiple developmental projects.
Now the national news. India marked Navy Day today, commemorating the Indian Navy's historic success during Operation Trident in 1971, where 4 Pakistani vessels, including PNS Khaibar, were sunk. This year, celebrations featured a grand operational demonstration at Shangumugham Beach, Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, showcasing the Navy's operational platforms and precision capabilities under the Mahasagar initiative. Addressing the event, President Draupadi Murmu lauded the Navy's indigenous technology, shipbuilding and contributions to maritime security and the blue economy.
I am happy to note that the Indian Navy is choosing various cities for operational demonstration on the Navy Day. It is a welcome step to provide opportunities to the citizens of various parts of the country to witness our Navy's excellence. Our maritime legacy is not now. It flows from our civilizational memory, from the Chola and Chera fleets, from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaja to Kunjoli Marcos. Kerala has a proud maritime heritage. Warriors defended the coast against European invasion in the 16th century. The ancient port of Mujiris was one of the important gateways through which India interacted with the world.
Now for the international news. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and his Russian counterpart Andrei Belosov will co-chair the 22nd India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Military and Military Technical Cooperation ministerial meeting in New Delhi today. Defense Ministry in a statement said the two leaders will review the entire range of multifaceted relations between the two countries in the field of defense during the meeting. And now for the sports news. Sarvagya Singh Kushwaha from Madhya Pradesh has become the youngest chess player in the world to receive an official fight rating at the age of 3 years, 7 months and 20 days. He broke the previous record held by Anish Sarkar of Kolkata. The nursery student already holds a rapid rating of 1,572 and achieved the feat by defeating international players in tournaments across the country. And now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was recorded at 14 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 59%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature 7 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 21 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 40%. Meanwhile, in Juwai, the minimum temperature 8 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 20 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 43%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juwai says cloudy sky is most likely to occur. Well, viewers, with that, we have come to the end of the news. Until we meet again tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Thank you for watching and good night.
Visit to India for the 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. During the two-day visit, President Putin will hold talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. Both leaders will exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. Many agreements are expected to be signed, including in areas related to trade, economy, healthcare, academics, culture and media. President Draupadi Murmu will also receive the Russian president and